rainy today. Welcome everybody. We are back on a Monday, and started snowing on Tuesday. We got a lot of snow in the Myrtle Beach, Conway area. I actually had to go up to right outside Charlotte for a funeral on Tuesday that day, and I was rushing to get back before the snow started falling. My stepmother's grandmother passed away, so technically she was my great grandmother by marriage. She was 103. Like, who lives to be 103 anymore these days? But she had a very long and full life, so we went up there and said goodbye to her, and got back on Tuesday. And right after I got back, it started snowing, and it snowed all night. We woke up to winter wonderland down here in Myrtle Beach. So I couldn't do anything for the whole week, basically. Not a whole lot. Tried to make some content, do some admin stuff, just do whatever I could to stay busy. But we're back on a Monday, and of course it's raining, so yay. Oh, and now we got water. Oh, there we go. Trying to keep you guys clean on there. So we got a very small but kind of interesting little project we're gonna knock out here today. I got the Mini behind me, trailers over there with little Munch. We're probably gonna need it as well, so let me show you guys what we got, and we'll get back into it, because I have been stuck at the house all week, and it was about to drive me insane not being able to work. So let's get into what we're doing and get this done and get out of the freaking rain. All right, got the Mini out here in the road. Hopefully nobody hits me. Missing a few teeth, but that ain't no big deal. I got to get some replacement teeth and hard face this and get all this put back together. I don't use this bucket much, but it will be handy for a couple hours today. We're gonna need it. So if you guys remember, I mulched all this back like last summer or whatever it was ago. We ground up a bunch of big palms over there on the corner and cleared all this out. The owner built these townhomes over here, and they're building some more, and they had this dumpster drop, and they dumped it right, the only place they could dump it was right on top of all these vines and stuff. So what we got to do here is I've got to actually pull this dumpster out, clean out all these vines and stuff, and clean all this up. I'm gonna probably track it back in there somewhere, back into that hole. I'll put the little Munch on, we'll grind that stuff up, get rid of it, and then we'll clean up all this. The reason I'm not grinding it in place is because I don't know if there's any utilities hidden up underneath there. They don't know either, so I'm just gonna very gently rip all that out of there, and then we'll clean it up with little Munch once we get an idea what's in there. And then we're gonna clean up that concrete as well and throw it in the dumpster once I get everything put back in place. So that's what we got to do. We got a little cleany up to do here. We got a mess. So let's hop in the machine and start. Well, I'm gonna pull that dumpster out first. Let's go get the chain, and we'll pull it out of the way, and it's just gonna have to sit out in the road for a hot minute. So let's do that. Luckily there's nothing in it except some cardboard, so it's still pretty light. All right, well, I think I found the water meter. I'm not sure if the wheels broke this thing pulling out, or if I broke it. I don't know. Had a bunch of concrete over it, but I don't think anything's broke. It's down in there. Somebody poured concrete over it. It's full of concrete. See all that? I don't know why they did that unless it was abandoned and they just poured concrete in it to abandon it. It had concrete all over it. I don't know. Who knows, man? This crap you find down here in the city is insane sometimes. Whatevs. All right, I'm gonna put the cover back on it. I don't even know if this functions. It looks so old and it's full of concrete. All right, well, that's where it was. Water meter, but it doesn't look like there's any kind of functioning meter in there. So, oh wells. All right, let's rip the rest of this stuff out and make some hay. Tricky. All right, these hoses hooked up. Want to make sure you dry off your fittings before you hook them up. Make sure they're clean and dry. You don't want water going into your hydraulic system. Very important. Keep them dry long enough in this rain to get them hooked up. There we go. Come on. There we go. Lovely. One more to go. Oh, there we go. Like a glove. All right, Tech Tip Monday. If you guys are new to the channel, this might be new to you. If you're not, you've probably seen this before, but when you're hooking up a mulcher to an excavator, it's very, very, very important that you find, however, if your machine has one, and it should, find your one-way valve. See this right here? You guys can see that. It says one-way, two-way. That's the one-way, two-way valve. On these older Dash 4 models on the Kubotas, there's a valve here. On the newer Dash 5s, it's electronic. So what this does is, so if this is open like this, that means there's pressure from on at the auxiliary. So like for the thumb, there's pressure going to the thumb from both sides, from the pressure side and the return side, to be able to make the thumb go up and down, right? But on the mulcher, the oil only needs to go one way to make the drum spin. And so you don't need any pressure on the return side preventing flow from coming back to the tank. So what this does is that right there cuts off any pressure on the return side. So oil goes into the hydraulic motor on the mulcher, and then when it comes back out, there's no back pressure from the machine pushing against that oil. You can blow out a seal in the hydraulic motor in a mulcher very quickly if you don't do this. And I know several people that have done that. So make sure whatever machine you've got, make sure it's got a one-way valve or some kind of one-way switch to keep that from happening, because that will save you a lot of trouble down the road running mulchers. So every time I run the mulcher, I have to come back here and turn this valve to the off position or the one-way position. And then when I go back to the thumb, I have to come back and turn it back to the two-way. So, all right, let's get her going. Get this mulched out and get this dumpster out of the road. All right, guys, if you are digging what you're about to see with this awesome TMC Kinsella mulcher, again, please contact my friends over at CC Equipment. They are a full line dealer of all these awesome TMC products, including skid steers, excavators, and PTO tractors. They got a full line of anything and everything that you need. They also sell ASV and Wacker Newson equipment. You know that little mini skid I run around on with the mulcher? Yeah, they sell those. They can ship one of those anywhere to you in the world, well, country, if you need one. So check them out. There's a link and a phone number in the description below, and you can use the promo code IDIGIT. And I'm gonna get out of this rain and we're gonna get the mulching, so let's go. spaghetti, baby. Do it up. stuff up on the ground right here. All right, good news is that didn't take long. We got all that mulched out. That looks good. All that over there looks good. It's out of the way, no big deal. The bad news is this rain will not let up. I am soaked, and it's like 45, 48, 50 degrees outside. It's cold and wet. Lovely. All right, let's get this mulcher unhooked. We'll get the bucket back on, try to hook this thing up, drag it back into the spot in here, and just get that concrete cleaned up and get out of here and go get somewhere warm and dry. I don't know if this little latch on the door is going to work or not, but we're going to give it a shot. I have no clue. I'm going to try to be very gentle. Okay, success on that front. Got it out of the road by several feet. It ain't any further past that silt fence right there, so we're good. It's out of the road. Got it pulled back up in there. The U55 could barely pick it up, but she got her done. I love this machine. Love it. So all right, we're gonna grab this little bit of concrete, throw it in the dumpster, and that'll be that. We'll get out of this rain. All right, folks, that is the job, and we are done. So got all that done, cleaned up, a little mulching action, a little bucket action, a little dragging a dumpster around action. It was a little bit of everything. A little loading up some concrete action. We had all kinds of good stuff in this, but man, I had to unhook the bucket and hook the mulcher back up, hook the bucket back up, and I gotta hook the mulcher back up. It's just, oh man, one thing after another. So you guys, that's all the behind the scenes stuff you guys don't get to see on a typical daily basis, but sometimes you just gotta go swap back and forth, and it's just kind of the parts of the job. But yeah, that turned out well. So everything looks good there. That stuff's all cleaned up. Landscapers can take care of the rest of it when they come do all the landscaping over here. So that'll be that. So let's get loaded up and get somewhere where it's warm and dry, preferably not here, maybe my house. So I think rain's gonna move through today, and we'll get into some more stuff maybe tomorrow. So I will check you guys later. Bye, everybody.